everyone, today we're going to be working on this beautiful terracotta set and I've named it Mira. So I've laid out everything that is required to paint this beautifully bisque fired pendant and jhumkas. I'll leave a link in the description box below on how I made this beautiful set. The acrylic paints that I would be using today are black, red, antique gold, orange, titanium white and hunter green. The paint brushes are 8 and 1 being the liner brush. I'm also going to be using these small beads for assembling the set. To start off with, I'm mixing a little bit of black along with antique gold, diluting it with a little bit of water and applying this as a base coat all over the pendant as well as the jhumkas, and this includes the ghungroo beads as well. After the base coat is completely dried, I apply this beautiful red color in the center of the pendant. The hunter green. So I'm using my liner brush for all of this. A little bit of orange, some white, I'll be alternating the lines over here, orange and green. Those are the two colors that I'm going to be using. Hello everyone, hope you all are enjoying the video so far. So this is just to inform you about the members videos. Now membership videos are back. I will be uploading one video on the 15th of every month, which will be exclusive to members only. So there is a join button, and if you click on that, you'll get to see the perks. So obviously what my channel is basically offering is one video on the 15th of every month. So you can see the details, and if interested, please do join. We have some great content coming up. So let me know if you have any questions, and thank you so much. Let's continue with the video. Now for the jhumkas. Back to the pendant. Now that everything has dried, I can just add a couple of more white dots on the pendant as well. Now, because the red paint is quite a thick layer of paint, it just takes a longer time to dry. So that's why I was just working on the jhumkas in parallel, and then I got back to the pendant. Now for the beads. So there are totally 60 beads, and 30 of them are going to be painted in red and 30 in green. Once again, I'm using my hands for this, but if if you have any kind of an allergy or just not comfortable doing it in this method, you can just use a paintbrush and go about it individually. Now that the paint has completely dried, it's time to varnish. This is the product I use. I give it a good shake and transfer a little bit of the contents into a bowl or a container. Now the varnish that I use can be diluted with a little bit of water, so that's what I do. I just add a couple of drops of water and then apply a nice even coat all over. For the beads now, there are two ways how you can probably try and varnish. One is this, just put it all into a bowl of varnish, but you have to be very quick with this. So typically, what I do is I just put in a bunch of toothpicks like this and just fix it onto a sponge. You might want to take help of a family member or a friend to do this, and then I just touch up a little bit. Or the other way you can do is basically put it all on the sponge and then go about with a brush and varnish each of the beads. So this is how I typically do it, because they are so small, you just have to be very fast with it, and you don't want them to really stick to each other. For the assembling part now, because the varnish is all completely dried, it's I've laid out everything, so I'm going to be using those two little bird beads to assemble this set. I'll leave a link in the description box on how I made those beads as well as painted them. So I'm going to be using that dory, white seed beads, jump rings, crimp covers and crimp beads, earring hooks, gear wire, and my set of pliers. So to begin with, I start to assemble the earrings. Now for the pendant, I take a piece of the gear wire, a nice long piece of the gear wire, put the crimp bead in, then through the jump ring, fold it, and then bring it back again in through the crimp bead. Pull it all the way up, and with the help of my pliers, I give it a good press and make sure it's crimped well. And after that, I cover the crimp bead with a crimp cover. And I gently close it with the help of my flat nose plier. And there you go. Now we can begin assembling. So I'm doing this in an alternate manner, using the seed beads, the white seed beads in between each of the beads, between each of the terracotta beads, that's what I mean. So that's the manner in which I'm assembling. Doesn't that look really pretty? So once the assembling is towards the end of it, this is how I finish off the set. Before crimping the ends, I'm just making sure all of the arrangement is correct. Cut off the excess wire with the help of my cutting plier. And then go on to cover the crimp bead with a crimp cover. Gently close the crimp cover. Time to attach the dory now. I open up the jump rings. Attach the dories. And there you go. This really pretty set is ready. It's a beautiful color combination. I love the assembling. I love how the seed beads, the white seed beads actually look, and I'm so glad I went ahead with white instead of gold. It just looks like a very elegant, beautiful piece overall, and the bird beads look apt for this particular set. So I really hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Please do let me know what you think of the video in the comments. Please share, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your time, and thank you so much for watching.